dusty mesa, her looming shadow grows, hidden in the branch.
Just another day in the office. What are we going to look at? I reviewed the first one from 1840, and this is their triple IPA. Brewed and double dry hopped. And it weighs in at 10.7%. And I'm going to open it up with the snowflake melter. Worked perfectly. Okay, let's get our pour on. Oh yeah. Definitely unfiltered. Wow, big tropical fruits. Pineapple, maybe some mango or orange. It smells like a fruit cup. No pun intended. Cheers, guys. Yeah, pretty much tastes like it smells. It's got a heavier mouthfeel. It's it's that desperate blonde. It's clingy. Yeah, okay. Right into the comments. Smile Money being first, saying not here. Harmarsh, Ninja, and Miss 27 says, and yet here. Laugh out loud. I was finishing up the hashtag Be Like Ed book when I got the notification, and still first. Never admit anything. The alphabets are monitoring. Miss 27, do you mean computer algorithms? And then he says, no, the FBI, ATF, and probably the CIA, those letter agencies. And Cobra says, Ghost Rider. And then he says, you mean you have a motorcycle and Eric doesn't. Woot woot. I have one. It's right over there. It's just a little smaller than I wanted. Rich Huff, cheers all. And second, Harmarsh, hey Brew Balmy, as Lee Harney, 8-time Mr. Olympia. Yeah, I heard Norm Coleman lost his battle with cancer. There's a shock. Clyde says he is never going to get that way, treating his body with an amusement park, like an amusement park. Mr. 27 says 4th. Nice. Clyde says 5th, and whiskey and revolution for all. Dinscourge says over an hour. Yeah, I don't know. This one won't be. Haha, famous last words. Mr. 27, and that looks like Matt's sister. I have no idea what she looks like. Salty, Quick Draw, McNaked. Harmarsh, Brew Balmy, I've been watching Paul's channel. Awesome. Smile Money. Eric's mom wanted him to grow up and be like a normal child. Laugh out loud. Gunwild, what's up, bitches? What's up? Steve, so when you managed Domino's, you paid the waitresses a little extra to dress up like whores? Where is this Domino's? I need a slice of pie. Actually, the store got closed down. There's too many violations. Wow, look at a piece of orange peel just fell out into it. Smile Money, I got one of those raffle tickets. Awesome. Steven again, the trigger I sent you is a Serpico. Made here in Shawnee, Oklahoma, where I live. Well, they're great. And feel free to tell them I said so. Because the next time I do any kind of a build or have something that I want to definitely upgrade, it will be the Serpico. I mean, the G19 likes it a lot, and whatever spring combination I ended up in there, I think it feels probably the one that has the most invested in money and time is the race gun, and that doesn't have a Serpico. That has one of the Lone Wolf Ultimate adjustables, and I think the Serpicos are still better. Smile Money, an open bottle in your vehicle may get a few more years added to your sentence in New York or Illinois if you get searched. I will not be going through Illinois. New York, I don't have a choice. Harmarsh, hi Jules. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well and enjoying Minnesota. Man Cave Viking, no sub comments. Damn, I wanted one with extra meat and hot peppers. Even a Subway would hit the spot. Man Cave Viking, I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I can't feel my face after a few. True story there. Harmarsh, F4. And F4 is a hit. Harmarsh, happy birthday, Hornet Fixer. Have a great day. I think you might be on the wrong channel on that one. I'm pretty sure he won't hear that. Seems how yeah. Poco Loco here on the pot. That's right, I give a shit. Poco Loco, I dated a few redheads in my life. They're all the same. The sex was real. The fear for my life was realer. Oh yeah, there's that shot in here somewhere. Just a little taste of something. Single malt whiskey, non-chill filtered, classic select cask. I think I'm actually go with some classic Paul John. So, how's everybody's day treating you? Yeah. It was an okay day. I got the I don't know if I have any baby pictures. What would have been a lot better is I don't know what freaking phone for the camera I was using when before we started this project to show you what this building originally looked at versus get out of here. Yeah, Nah, I'm not going to bother showing you. There's too much shit in the way. This was 2 days ago before we got the grouting, all of the duct covers for the air management system and everything in place. So, sorry. Place really looked like a shithole. I'm pretty damn happy with the outcome. Still a lot of work to go. All the windows have to be replaced. All the tin around the windows and the window openings has to be done yet. I think the guy that owns the building thought this was like a couple-week project. And this is one of 3 buildings. There's 3 attached buildings, and we're working on just the middle one to try to make it look like the focal point. Smart money. My virus comment was deleted. I'll try again. Many viruses lead to serious issues years later. You think you're safer getting the virus than the vaccine. This is a novel or new virus. There is no research. There is no data. Yeah, there's no either way. I guess I can agree with you on that. But like I said, I would be willing to bet a pretty decent bet on that. I've already had it. Poco Loco, a nurse literally on camera broke the seal on a swab, sealed it in an envelope, and then dropped it in a mailbox on camera, and it came back positive. What else do you fucking want? Smart Money wants to know if she was convicted of insurance fraud. COVID diagnostic test is $150. Sometimes referred to as a PCR test. This test requires a deep swab to the back of your nose to determine if any active coronavirus infection. Read below for more information, the guidance, and the insurance coverage. Yet, we have to stand 6 feet apart from each other, so shouldn't I just be able to cough or spit on something? Seems how this is the most dangerous virus in history. This is a sub-comment. I don't even know who you're talking to, Smile Money. Did the postmaster say this is of no concern to us and misname you Karen? Laugh out loud. Caution, mailing Eric any items that are not permitted to be sent by mail. The game is on. Laugh out loud, said the postal carrier. Yeah, this guy is like seriously a lazy fuck. You know, I still had a package that he said he couldn't deliver to my house because of animal intrusion or something like that, it said. And yet there's nothing on this side of the whatever. I don't care. I hope the mailman dies next to Biden. Gunwile, looks like Newsom is still our governor in California. Too many stupid people in the state. Well, Gunwile, I'm sure this doesn't come as a surprise. I could have told you that. Because everybody that I know says Emily Larson is a fucking cunt in Minnesota. And yet, she easily got her second term. Again, there's so many instances on a daily basis that show me how stupid people are. Yet, here we are. Gunwild, don't be so hard on Smart Money. We all know everything on government websites is 100% accurate information, just like CNN. This is true. Poco, C1, C as in cat, 1, as in miss. Oh, excuse me. Smile money. The Boston Massacre was in 1770. The Boston Tea Party was in 1773 to protest excessive taxation. When the British sent... I hope there's not a fucking read mark. God, there is a goddamn read mark button. When the British sent troops and quarantined them in their houses, they also blocked the harbor until the last tea was paid. Also removed the elected government and inserted military rule. Lexington and Concord was 1975. The first shots of an American Revolution proved me wrong. Things that have you shooting. Ban on bump stocks. Yes, it's a right. It's a freedom. And where do you draw the line? I draw the line at the first thing that I come across. Yeah, people, if you want to ban a bump stock, I think several people should have died. I would have been happy to make that a pay-per-view. Yet, this is on hold in the courts. C-19 mandatory jab rules by OSHA is a few weeks away, and the court challenges are lining up. Oh yeah, we've already got nurses and doctors right here trying to sue Essentia. And I'm by the time this is all done, I hope these companies that are forcing people to put something into their body against their will burn to the fucking ground in effigy. Whatever. Looks like Matt's sister. Rare breed triggers being classified as a machine gun is being challenged administratively at this point. Yeah, well, the problem is they want to try putting it in one form of court, which would make it like a criminal thing. So if he were to lose, he would lose his ass. So I just love it how they try to move things around. It's kind of like you get handed a thing saying, if you plead guilty, we'll give you probation. But if you chance it, you might go to jail for 30 years. So how many innocent people take a plea, which is bullshit? The whole system is fucked. Again, I just start loading mags, start working out, start killing people. Love that song. Gunwild, there's nothing wrong with Ryobi. I have one of their chop saws and it works great. Hector, I have the small and regular and radial arm saw. Ooh, you're ballsy running a radial arm saw. You're crazy some bitch. Gunwell, back to him. Kind of stuff I have, Craftsman. I worked at Sears years ago and bought them at a great price. Then Hector says, cool beans, and then there's a cat. There's a shock. Gunwell, let's just say Ryobi doesn't have quite the same standing as some things, but I have a Ryobi table saw, and I would put it up against just about any before you start getting to the commercial stuff like Bear or Grizzly, you know, stuff like that. Whatever, Bear, Grizzly, one and the same. And I'm just saying this now at 18 minutes in. I don't know if there's going to be a brewery review or not tomorrow. There's a lot going on, and now I planned on having the car like basically fully packed by Friday because Saturday I want, Christine says 5:30. My goal is 5 o'clock, and I will be drinking no liquids after 8 o'clock on Friday because I don't want to stop. So Christine and Jules, if you hear me say this, you better bring a small plastic container that you can fill and then empty out the window. Gunwild, C7. C7 is a Misseruni. Hector. To a HD cat. Hey Eric, do you think you could polish off an entire keg in a week? by yourself? I knew a guy back in the day that did. Oh, and like Jeff said, nothing wrong with Ryobi. They make great tools. I have an 18-volt drill from the 90s, and it still runs like new. No joke. Well, you probably use it all the time. I tell you, the kiss of death on a lot of DIY stuff is inactivity. Now, if I had some things, there'd be no inactivity. You know, Hector, I know people probably choose not to believe me, but lately, the only thing I have been drinking is what you guys have seen me drink. No, I don't, well, god damn, that's only 16 gallons. Right? Is that what a keg is? Or is a keg bigger? I don't even know. I'd say probably not, Hector, but I know some people that probably give her a good run for it. Stephen again. So, have you ordered a strop yet? No, I have not. I have not. Stephen, what I've been doing in my reviews is bringing up the beer reviewing in Untapped. I'll read a few of the people's comments and compare my score to the overall score. Well, aren't you fucking great? I know this because I watch your damn videos. Decline. I got a Makuni carb. Now I got a Klein. I'll tell you which is better for the... I have no idea what you're... Alcohol is a terrible thing to waste, my friend. Paul at PA Brew News. Ah, thanks, brother. I did not see what his sub count was before I asked you guys to go over, because Paul's a brother and this is a brew family. So we show our love to all the players. So please, if you're hearing me say this for the first time, go over and give Paul over at PA Brew News a sub. I did remember to put the link in the anniversary ale video. I'll try to put it back in there again for you swagglers. And Paul, YouTube is allowing me to select no problem anytime. You are very welcome. I'm going with no problem. See, these just pop up. McLean, do you have a motorcycle helmet? Yes, McLean, I do have a motorcycle helmet. I was actually working on it. It's been a while, and of course, right in the middle of my visual area, I found that I have some scuffs. Yeah, it's a HJC, the Paradox CSR1. I might call around locally and see if someone's got a replacement shield for it. Otherwise, it's probably not all that bad. But McLean, gee, why do you ask? Wade, hello Jules, 91 pounds of lovable, pocket-sized even. Wade, I love my AR pistols. My wife told me I have the biggest grin on my face when I'm shooting them. I have to force myself to put them down and shoot something with a barrel longer than 7 inches. Oh, excuse me. Okay, I was going through some dissertation notes from NIHAP. There's a couple things in there, sir, that I'm not exactly sure what you mean. Actually, only about one. But yeah, I think no, No, I get it. There's a couple of locations that I'll be traveling through that are communistic fuckstick non-American states that don't understand what freedom are. And no, I wasn't planning on bringing Alice to shoot. I was just planning on bringing Alice, but no, I get the less things that you have to account for, the better. So it's probably going to end up being well, that was one of the things I was going to ask about, is if there was some things that you felt that should go to maybe have some fun or whatever. Otherwise, right now it'll probably be whatever the hell Christine decides to carry, and the G19. I just now if the vote would have gone the other way, I still don't know if I would have taken the Smith & Wesson, because the more I think about it, the Smith & Wesson may have been a cheaper firearm at the time, but I kind of put it as something more irreplaceable. It's a fantastic little gun. I love it. I love it to death. And I would be, a Glock is a Glock. It's replaceable. There's another one out there. If something happened to the G19, I would probably just, actually, if I had one, which right now, thanks to the fact that the Map Man bought a bunch of stuff, I'd probably think about carrying one that doesn't exist. But the only one that I have two right now that don't exist, and one of them is a project which I haven't been able to get started, and obviously it's not going to be done before now and deplaning. And the other one, it was a project that was just the exact same thing. You'd pull the slide back and it would just stay back. And I finally got it, and I have been out and I've shot it. The problem is it's a raw slide with no... it may have the hole in the front of it for the front sight, but it is not cut. It's not cut for a rear sight. So it would literally be like a belly gun. You just pull it out and you just, again, Christopher, Lone Company, did a video on this and evidently had a lot of haters, and I stand by what Christopher was talking about. Seriously, if something weird happened and the only gun that you possibly could have didn't have any sights on it, would that stop you from carrying it? Me? Hell no, because first of all, technically speaking, on your carry gun, you don't even need sights. If you're telling me that you're using it as a defensive item, you're going to have a hard time, you're going to have a hard time defending yourself if they find you and the dead body separated by more than a few feet. So, if all of a sudden you turn and someone's coming at you right now with a knife, I'm just going to do this and squeeze the trigger. I'm not going to spend any time trying to aim. I'm just going to pull this thing out, and if I just have to keep squeezing, I don't know, the way this communist world, the way, the direction that our Democratic Party and the idiots that vote, the way the things are going right now, it's probably going to be better off that most of your collection doesn't exist. So no, Alice is not going to be going, and the FN57 is in the kit with Alice, so that means that's not going. Paul at PA Brew News. The whole 2020 election was false information. Ha ha. You're just saying facts. Yeah, well, they gave me a strike. Technically, if I have another one within 90 days, I have 2 strikes. And then if they just want to find any video, seriously, any video, I'm not afraid. Not afraid to... Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
I need help starting the grill. The pilot light's not lighting it.
Well, you just turn all the burners on with the cover down for about 5 minutes and then just throw a match towards it.
I tried that, it didn't work.
Oh my God. Please hold. And one thing I like about this camera, unless of course you've done some kind of, like, say, your battle box video, is that even though I turned it off and turned it back on, the timer's at the was at the same point and it's continued. So we're still at 30 minutes. Just quickly, one and the only item I'm going to show from the battle box, if you haven't gone and checked out the videos, is this knife, the Revo Journey. This is a nice little knife. Reminds me, Sharky, this kind of reminds me of the one that you recommended. I missed that knife. Gave it to the Boy Scouts. Gave it to Jay's. Gave it to Jay's kids. It's kind of funny because it was actually the bummer is I was gonna just go replace it and get another one, and it's more than doubled, if not tripled, in price. But this guy's a little. I got the orange liners. It feels good in the hand. Lots of options on the sheathy. Okay. Paul, Obama and Clinton both know criminal families. Yeah. When they look at me. You mean when they call each other? Paul, Biden, never since the late Ronald Reagan years has a president held the office while never really knowing where they were in the office. Yeah, I just cannot believe how far this country has fallen in such a short amount of time. And yet there's still more than 3 years to go. Jules, Eric learning about whiskey. Jules, laugh out loud. EMT Railfan, my dad has an unopened can of Billy beer and a case of collectibles. Maybe I can get him to send it to you for a review. It gets better with age, right? Laugh my ass off. Probably not that one. EMT Railfan, I try not to abuse my vehicles. I'm the same way. I wouldn't say I abuse them, but I use them. I mean, but when I had my trucks, I used them as trucks. They had scratches in the bed from hauling shit and blemishes in the paint from going off-road during hunting or getting firewood from normal everyday use. A truck's a truck, not a sports car. Amen to that. Sharky Retro on deck. Nothing wrong with the redheads doing another tour. And another. EMT Railfan, the Black Russian Blackwoods is the last one that I had in my mouth. I didn't inhale. I just like the taste of them. The Blackwoods Russian is good, but the honey bourbon is my favorite. Ooh, I got the honey bourbon on deck. Sharky, oh, and thank you very much for those, by the way, sir. Sharky, I will have to watch this in 2 parts. Off to eat sushi at one of my favorite Japanese restaurants over here. Not sure about that. Mike, cheers, mate. Cheers, Mike. Mike again, I gave PA Brew News a sub and bell rung. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Yes, I do. Mike again, hello, lovely Jules. How are you doing, my friend? And if Jules was here, she'd say good, hello, have a nice day. I think she'd say good. Mike, wow, this is it at 34 minutes. Holy, people are gonna shit. Mike, you have all Apex or Zev Glock triggers, I do believe, Eric. Actually, I don't own Apex or Zev Glock triggers, Mike. As a matter of fact, Rob, Pop's Quest, I think, well, that was a pyramid. He said that was the biggest fucking waste of money, and after paying, like, I don't know how much for it, he was actually planning on giving it away. I've heard good things about Apex, never tried one. I've heard good things about Zev, never tried one. Right now, Serpico. Serpico would be my favorite of all of the ones that I have had the pleasure to use. And they have a whole bunch of different bow designs. So yeah, there you go. Back again. Black shirt lives matter. Yes, they do. Black Lives Matters on the other, or does not matter on the other hand, and we can add them to the pile of all things dead. Smile money. Mike, pay me enough money and I will make it so. I have nothing to lose and my time here is short. Well, you need to learn how to fly a 747 and recreate the. Of course, that's why they have all sorts of defenses. Recreate the dead of honor. Mike again. What is your outtake on Ice House beer, Eric? Last time I had it, I hated it because I thought it was really, really boozy. But it has been a long time since I have had it. Last comment, Mr. Mark Mack 85. The Constitution is the rule of law. Stand strong. See, that's the... Here, we get in here, and if we get in nice and close, nobody can hear but me and you. Here's the problem. Is, how many people do you know right now that can afford to lose their job? I mean, seriously, I applaud every single person that stays true to who you are. Again, this is the United States of America. If you said to yourself, I've done the research and I have no concerns over getting the vaccine. Smile money, I am going to play this as neutral as possible because I am 100% sincere when I say this. If you have done the research and you have come to the conclusion that you don't have a problem taking the vaccine, then so be it. Not going to get any gripes out of me. I pray, again, I pray that the outcome, no matter what way we go with this, is good. Unless you're Joe Biden and you got the jab, then I hope you fucking die. And Kamala, I hope you can just rot, you nasty hooker. I mean, how did she get where she is right now? True story. Prove me wrong. Little California action out there, Jeff. And if you've done the research and you've come to the conclusion that this is not right for you and you don't want it, it should be where it ends. That should be where it ends. To have an unelected piece of shit like Joe Biden, who, if you put the little mustache on him, looks just like Hitler, it's just wrong. And anybody that gets behind that, these companies, the local ones, any company that says either you get the vaccine or you're fired, I really do. Smile Money, I am 100% sincere. Maybe not physically. I'm okay with physically, but maybe not physically. I hope all of these companies just burn to the fucking ground for the way that they've treated their employees. There's a really cool meme going around about a nurse standing there saying, "We showed up for work every single day during this whole pandemic. And now this is how we're treated." Because I'm assuming that everywhere you go, I believe the numbers are being falsified, and that there's probably a lot more than 80 million people that have not been vaccinated. And of those people, there's a reason that they haven't, because they don't want to be. So you want to start backing us into a corner? Good luck with that. I hope your company goes out of business. I hope you have made the biggest financial mistake of your lives. And everybody that has stood strong and said, I have to put me first. And I don't believe in your experiment. Because it wasn't even a vaccine up until they changed the wording, the CDC. Oh my God, it's like we got to change the wording. So, but yet, if something happens, you have no financial recourse. I'm here to tell you, if somebody that I love were to take that and then die, I will be on the 6 o'clock news. I will get my pound of flesh. And then some. Hey, the Grim Reaper just showed up and he wants his beer back. Oh, fuck you. So, where do I put the triple IPA from 1840 Brewing? I actually, after having the first one, I really did. I had higher hopes for this. It's very tasty. If I had another one, which I don't, I'd drink it. I don't think it's boozy. And well, here. It's not boozy, and you don't get an alcohol burning when you chug it. So that 10 plus is really being hidden well. Overall, I'd like something that was a little bit more hoppy, more original. Maybe in this case, maybe like what Steven over at Hops and Lead likes. I'd like maybe a little attitude. You know, like Nyhap said, some of the really good whiskeys and scotches beat you up a little bit. And anybody that's had any of the Octomore, the Brook Laddies, they definitely do beat you up. First it goes this way, and then it goes this way, and oh yeah. I'm gonna give it a 9. I would get it again. I just like it if it, it's more like that. So let's go to the Ed Club, Mr. Holster. Justin, miss you guys. Only 3 of you, because it's only been 44 minutes. Hard March, 200 ale clips. The sunny slopes long ago. Cheers, clubbers. Rich Huff says, cheers, clubbers, and Din Scourge. Baby seal time, clubbers. Heck yes. Swing away. Okay, guys. Cheers. I must have to play it by ear. I really don't know when the next one's gonna be. I I think I started saying this, but I never got to finish. My tires, my brand new tires are in for the Honda. Unfortunately, Samantha is out of town at a Subaru automotive classes that she does for advanced stuff, and she's like, yeah, I'll probably be able to get those tires on there sometime this weekend. Sam, I want to be on the road before 5 a.m. on Saturday. So, yeah. So at this moment in time, there's a chance I have a brand new set of tires that will be sitting here in Duluth. Well, I hope that the ones that are on the Honda make it 2,300 plus miles. So the next time you see me, and right now I'm not even sure about doing Locked and Loaded on Friday. We'll have to see. All I know is I want to be pulling away. I want to pull out at 5 a.m. Cheers, guys.